Starting from the top. What's up, cousins? It's your girl Tamara Shanae of Nor Online. Today we're going to be kicking it one-on-one with Michole Briana White of the hit original series BMF. How are you?
I'm great. How are you this morning?
Very chilly, New York is freezing.
Oh, you're in New York. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah.
freezing. Very hectic time of the year for the holidays.
Yeah.
So, we're super excited to speak to you for multiple reasons. I'm a television connoisseur. So, I love to tap in with people that have been doing it for the culture for generations. First of
Yeah.
all, congratulations.
Thank you
BMF
so
is
much.
absolutely. BMF is such a pivotal story for so many different reasons. I saw in a previous interview that you often relate to the series as being the American dream for a lot of people. But we all know for Black and Brown people, our dreams, our reality of the American dream is very different. So, can you tell us a little bit about what originally drew you to the role of Lucille?
The first thing that usually draws me is just the material. So the
Mhm.
writing was so wonderful. And I immediately connected to the character. And the more I learned about it, the more interested I became. But Kim Coleman called me in. I looked at it. I connected. I didn't really know the story of
Right.
BMF actually from the beginning, and I learned so much. But there was really an instant connection with this role the first time I read it, and that's always key for me.
Love that. So it's a very challenging role, playing the matriarch of a family. Tell us a little bit about the personal challenges, possibly as an actress, that you had with taking on the role, and how did
Hmm.
you pivot within a situation such as this?
Um, I'm not sure about, I have to say there were so many things that came with ease for me with this role. One of the things that could have been difficult, that can seem scary to me at first, is actually playing a real person,
Right.
and a real person that's still with us,
Mhm.
and that was a little bit scary, but not so much because there was just something so familiar
Mhm.
about her. And upon meeting her, it's just like I knew her from another lifetime
I
or
love that.
something. So yeah, so it's really I always feel that this whole experience of this particular role has just been so divine. Everything has been in divine order from beginning to now. And like, I think there are some roles that you can manifest
Mhm.
really. And it's like, okay, I know I can get that role. And then there are some things that are just really divinely on your path that nothing can get in the way of that thing. And this is one of those. Um, one of the challenging things for me, I would say sometimes, is when I wasn't working,
Mhm.
to just, sometimes I might have a few days off, or I might even have a week off, which was rare, particularly the first season. But when I did, it would make it hard to kind of stay in my groove kind of
Right.
thing. But it was just, everything about it has been really divine and magical, really.
I love that. So to piggyback off something you just said, pertaining to being an actress and portraying a role of a character that's still alive. So we know
Mm-hmm.
that there's a lot of newcomers, new actresses, new talents a part of the series. As someone that has been in the show business for so long, what are some mentorship or guides that you have given the actresses and actors that's on the show who are unfamiliar with being behind the camera?
There were so many wonderful moments that I had, particularly with Meechy.
Okay,
I just love my sons and just the whole family so much. We had an instant connection, and that's another thing that was like so in alignment. He was like, "Oh my gosh, you feel like my grandma. You do everything like my grandma. Like she's spiritual. Like you say some of the same things that she says. It's like, oh, I can't wait for you to meet her and know her." So we had this real deep connection, and it was such an honor because this was his first acting role.
Right.
And to be able to share part of that experience with him, it was just beautiful. So we had our first scene in season 1 in the bedroom, sitting on the bed, and I feel like he really had a breakthrough in that moment. And there were so many things that transpired. There was so much emotion that came up between both of us. All of it you didn't even get to see on camera because Randy, they chose different takes.
Right.
But we went through like a really major journey and had this deep spiritual connection of kind of unlocking something, I think, within him, and my understanding from him and based on everybody else around, like that just kind of shifted things for him. And that was just I'm just so honored to be a part of that, and any of the young actors on the show. It's just been beautiful being able to share with them in different moments at a time, and having everybody show up calling me Ma, which is crazy. But so beautiful, just so beautiful.
Yes, absolutely. We could definitely see the love behind each of characters with it just seems genuine. And I feel like that's a lot of with the project that 50 Cent puts together. Like, you guys have such a good way of putting together actors and actresses that just mesh together perfectly. Like, how like each role goes with only you guys. It couldn't be anybody else. So I love that for you. Especially your character. There's a lot of emotion in there. Does that ever get like a little bit draining after the cameras go off?
Not really for me. Sometimes, I mean, it takes a lot for me to get there
Right.
before the camera. So I'm the one. I always have my peppermint oil. That
Okay.
is my thing. And so my peppermint oil really helps to ground me and center me, and it makes me more alert. And
Right.
I'm in the corner usually with my oils going like this, and just trying to get myself there and in the moment. And some days it might be harder than others, but I really have to separate myself kind of from everyone, and then somehow I'm just able to tap in most of the time, but I don't carry it around with me so much. When I'm done, I'm able to like really allow the energy to come and flow to and through me, and then I'm able to release it most of the time. And I might finish crying after something, and then me and Russell might laugh at something like right after, be like, oh my god, that was so crazy. you know but yeah.
Speaking of Russell, you guys get a lot of different comments on social media, from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram. Do you guys ever read the commentary you guys receive on parenting, or how everybody's facial expression is different when it comes down to money on the show and stuff like that?
Yeah, some of it is really funny. And I mean, it's hard because it's like, I know everybody's looking at us like, take the money, like,
right.
I'm even thinking that, like, I mean, it's challenging, but it's like a tough position as a parent to be in that place of, you're struggling. We are losing the house and
right.
all these things and barely getting by, and it's hard. And this is the only way. This was the opportunity that was presented to them to make money. Right. And that's one thing I just want to go back and say. Like, I always say that they didn't come from a broken home; they came from a broken neighborhood, right. And so the opportunities outside, were very limited for them. And this was a fast way to make some cash and take care of their family. And yeah, it's hard not to take it, but we're trying to teach them the right things, and, we'll see how that all unfolds as we go on. Okay.
So we're super excited about the upcoming season. What are some things that you could give us a little hint on for the fans of what they could look out for, what to be excited for, stuff like that?
I mean, we turn up the volume in season 2 for sure. And I mean, the boys go through all kind of craziness, and And for Lucille, I'll say, Lucille goes through this major journey this season that I'm really excited about. That she's always been I used to say in season 1, she's the quiet storm who leads from behind. Mm-hmm. And this season, and she's, been supportive of everyone and really very giving and all this. And this season she's learning how to give to herself.
Right.
And that's a real serious journey from beginning to end. She's in a completely different place. I can't say a whole lot, but it's an exciting journey. I'll say that.
I love that. Last question. In 3 words of your own personal words, what are your innermost thoughts and feelings about season 2?
In 3 words?
Or more.
Okay, let's see. I'm going to say elevation, which is Randy's word, our showrunner. Exciting as hell. That's 3 words. I could just say that. Exciting as hell. There you go. Right there.
Love that.
Yeah. It's a lot of it's a lot of surprises this season. I can't wait to watch it myself. It's interesting because even the first season, and even though I've seen some of it, and we read the scripts together, and we see each other, what each other does on Zoom and stuff like that. But it's so different to actually see it and see what they all put together to watch it. It's so freaking exciting to watch. Like every episode, I was on the edge of my seat, and it's even better this season. So y'all better get ready. That's all I got to say.
I love that because you know what it is? It's realistic. It's not over the top. It's not something that couldn't happen. It's like real life and pouring right in front of our faces. So many of us have struggled with a lot that the family has gone through, or younger generations that have no idea what BMF was about. So very, very excited for you guys. I'm excited for season 2.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Cousins, be sure to tap in with Michole Briana White. Season 2 of BMF drops the very first week of January on the 6th, 2023. Available only on Stars. Make sure you get the app. Hopefully, do you guys drop at 12 a.m. too, like Power, or you gotta wait?
Yes.
Yes. So that's even better.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 12 a.m.
So, guys, thank you so much for kicking it one-on-one with us, and we'll see you soon.
See you soon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.